A reason why many people, particularly individual entrepreneurs, one of the reasons why they don't move fast in business is because of things like fear, lack of accountability, and procrastination. What I mean is this: you've decided you want to start a business, you know how much money is going to cost you to start that business. You've decided that you start the business in 2 months' time. Now, 2 months later, you are procrastinating. You're coming up with all sorts of excuses. Oh, the money is not enough. I don't yet know this. I don't yet. That's a lack of accountability because you are not keeping your commitments to yourself. Compare that with when you have a business partner and the two of you agree that this is when we're going to start this, this is when we're going to do this, this is what we want to achieve. At the minimum, you will not want to lose face or lose your credibility by agreeing to something and not delivering. So even the social pressure alone of not being seen as a serious person will make you stand up to your commitments. That is usually not there when you are the person committing to yourself because it's a personal thing. So we often take ourselves for granted. After all, what's going to happen? Nobody knows about it. It's internal. We're the only ones who know about it, right? But when you have a business partner, the accountability is built in. You agree that this is what you're going to do. This is what the other person is going to do. This is what you're going to do. This is when we are going to do it by. So that if things are not getting done, it is clear who is responsible, right? So except you want to run the risk of tainting your credibility and your reputation, you are going to stand up and keep your commitments. So that is one beautiful thing about business partnerships. The accountability ensures that things keep moving forward compared to when it's just your personal thing. You can procrastinate as much as you want. You can give up on certain goals that you set for yourself. After all, who is going to know? But the moment you have a business partner, you know that somebody is expecting certain things from you, and you want to live up to those expectations. The other is risk reduction. I talked a bit about this, which is that when you are going into business alone, you are bearing all the risk by yourself. The financial risk, if anything happens to that business, you lose all of your money. You are bearing the operational risk. You're putting all your time, energy, and effort into this thing. So there's a lot at stake if anything goes wrong in that business when you are alone in business. Because you alone, you are the only person bearing the full weight of that business in terms of reward and in terms of the risks, right? But when you have a business partner, the risk is shared. The financial risk is shared. You don't have to come up with all the money. Your business partner or business partners can bring part of the money so that if anything happens, if anything goes wrong, you are not entirely wiped out. Operationally too, same thing. There's a division of labor. The person does a couple of things, you do a couple of things. So you are not under a lot of physical, emotional, psychological, and mental pressure. So the risk reduction factor there is that you are able to share the weight and the burden of starting or building that business with somebody. Another two is access to new markets, right? So depending on the kind of business partnership you are able to create, imagine the partnership between a Nigerian entrepreneur and a Ghanaian entrepreneur. They are coming together to build a piece of software that is going to that will be helpful to anybody who runs a healthcare facility, whether it's a pharmacy or a hospital, right? The two of them are coming together to build this product, and they're coming together as business partners to create this business, and the product is the software, right? Now, the benefit that is implicit in that business partnership is that once they are ready to sell, they have access to two markets. They have access to the Nigerian market, they have access to the Ghanaian market, right? Because of the partnership that they have. But imagine if either of them decided to start the business on their own. The Ghanaian entrepreneur will only have access to the Ghana market and will struggle, will try, but struggle to get into the Nigerian market because they are not quite familiar with the Nigerian market. So it will take them time, it will take a learning curve, and it may incur mistakes and losses, right? If the Nigerian entrepreneur decided to do it on their own, the moment they decide to expand into West Africa and they're looking at Ghana, they too will encounter the same challenges. They are unfamiliar with the Ghanaian market, and a lot of things they're going to struggle with. But the moment they combine their forces in a business partnership, all of a sudden, they have access to two markets instead of one. So that is one way that a business partnership can help to improve and significantly boost the possibilities of a business, right? If you're interested in learning more about the topics I offer when it comes to starting, building and growing a business. This is your opportunity to join my community. It's known as the BMG. I provide extensive courses on different topics and challenges that afflict business owners, from how to optimize your profits, how to manage costs, how to boost your sales, how to develop processes, how to scale your business. There's a whole lot that I can teach you. If you want to go deeper into my content, this is your chance. Go to the link on your screen right now, jointhebmg.com.